Al Callejas, Holy Cross, with us here in the John Mendola Show. Coach, a fantastic season. Let's first talk about this group of guys and the run that you guys had here in 2022, 2023.
It was a great ride. We really enjoyed it. I thought that they did everything throughout the year to prepare to get better, and it worked out. They captured another division crown, another district crown, and got to the Eastern Final. Which, if you asked me at the beginning of the year, I'm not so sure I would have expected something like that. But they worked hard, and we had a lot of fun, and I'm extremely proud of them.
You had a great shot in the arm in the summer. You guys won that, and that was a big league down in Allentown, right?
Yeah. Battle at the Beach, I believe it was called, Cedar Beach, and we really played well in that tournament, and I'm certain that gave us some confidence coming into the season as well, that we could compete with the better teams around. So that was a positive.
A lot of history with this program. Of course, we go all the way back to Bishop O'Hara and the Bruins, and you coaching there, and then the merger and heading over to Holy Cross. Basketball's been really good to you. Talk a little bit about just being able to have some fun and coach great young men and just kind of be a part of it.
Yeah, it's more than I could have ever imagined. For 30 years I've been walking the halls in that building, and I loved every minute of it. And it started with my son Al. I believe it was the second year. My second year was Al was a freshman, and in my fourth year, we ended up going to Hershey to play for the state championship. So that was a lot of fun. And when we merged 12 years later with Bishop Hand, right from the get-go, I wasn't used to having the kind of talent that we got or produced with the two schools together, and so naturally we just took right off from the first year, and it's been success ever since. I get a lot smarter when I have good players, so all those coaches get a lot smarter when we get good players. But through the 16 years or wherever we're at there, we've enjoyed success. It hasn't come. It hasn't come only because of talent. It came because the kids work hard. They accept their roles, and they give really give everything they have, that's anybody knows that's the key to success. Working hard, putting in the time, getting through the grind. It's not always the easiest thing to do, but I'm fortunate I have kids that committed to that through the years, and it's been a great ride, and it's just time for me to slow down a little bit and relax.
A lot of assistant coaches through the years, a lot of people you can look back and say, boy,
yes,
these coaches were an important part, but I'm sure there was a special bond with your son as well, coaching with you.
No, absolutely. He has such a vast amount of basketball knowledge, as do all my assistants. In fact, they've all played for me. Corey Joyce and Kyler Kovaleski. And Rich LaRussa is a friend. He can play for me, but he's a friend that goes way back. Nobody has the kind of success we've had. Nobody does that by themselves. I mean, it takes everybody. It takes assistant coaches, obviously talented players, great administrators, and our parents have been tremendous for through the years, for whatever we needed. They've always been there for us, and I'm fortunate that you know, my wife, my wife, you know, was supportive of this whole thing all the way through. It's not easy, not necessarily being around a lot from November through March most years, but you know, she was behind me all the way. My other children, Brooke kids me all the time that nobody knows I have a daughter because she didn't play, but she was, you know, she was around basketball all the time, and then Connor had a stellar career. He'd probably be coaching if he could, and he is coaching at the AAU level. But my family's just been tremendous and supported me all the way. So it takes a whole village, as they say.
And you talk about adversity. Obviously, you're going through adversity with your health,
right?
And you know, these kids go through adversity in school or on the basketball court. But as you announced your retirement, you know, a day or two ago, people are making comments, and some of the, I'm sure some of that stuff is moving to you. You know, other coaches, other people in the community, you know, baseball coach, a football coach, an administrator here or there.
Right.
I'm sure that's moving to you to hear some of those things or see some of those things.
You know, it really is, because you don't realize it when you're going around about your day-to-day business and doing things. You know, as a coach, you try to do your best and be fair with everybody, but you're also not, you don't know what others think of you, and the support I've gotten from those that you mentioned, other coaches from different sports, and it's overwhelming. You know, it's a tough battle I'm fighting, but the support gets me through, and the kids get me through. So I'll never be able to thank everybody, but it's moving. It's moving, and something that I just never imagined. You know, you don't know. I guess you don't really know until it's time, when it's time to go, or. But it's something I'll cherish forever.
Coach, it's always been a pleasure talking with you, seeing your teams compete out there, and we wish you the best going forward.
John, I appreciate it. You've been good to me through the years, and I appreciate that so much.
All the best.
All right, thanks.